He went through champions, broke styles, outboxed everyone. But one night, everything could have ended.
And this is a strong portion of the round for Myris Bredis. Usyk still having success, driving Bredis backwards, and he wrestles Usyk down to the canvas.
It was January 2018, Riga, Latvia.
Protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck, touch 'em up.
Two champions stepped into the ring. Alexander Usyk, Olympic gold medalist, undefeated, a machine of precision and movement.
Alexander Usyk.
And Myris Bredis, the local hero.
Welcome the reigning, defending, undefeated WBC Cruiserweight Champion of the world, Myris Bredis.
WBC World Champion. A true tank with a punch that could turn out anyone's lights. Before the fight, many said, yeah, Usyk is good, but in Riga, he won't survive. Bredis is too tough.
All times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck, touch 'em up.
So here we go then, the first of a schedule.
And from the very first round, it became clear this wasn't just a fight, it was a war.
Vasyl Lomachenko, throughout his training camp,
Bredis fearlessly pressed forward. His uppercuts and hooks landed clean. His body shots made Usyk grit his teeth.
both of these men called in all the training camp. Good right hook on the retreat from Usyk, such a skillful operator, and he has used skill.
Round 2, the crowd erupted. The Latvian landed again, and the arena exploded in noise. Usyk kept moving, circling, but every round came with pain.
Usyk is hurt, got a champion. Usyk, perhaps mindful of the fact that Bredis enjoyed it, is their first and only current male world boxing champion. Up to be the contest everyone hoped it would be. Double left hook success, one to the head, one to the body, back comes Usyk. But the countback system is to encourage the fighters.
This wasn't the perfect Usyk. This was survival. Every jab was a lifeline. Every slip, a step away from disaster.
Usyk scores with a terrific straight, comes back with a left uppercut on the inside. This is absolutely terrific stuff. Usyk, such a wonderful mover with his feet and from the waist. Both men have prepared. And Bredis will play a role in this. Who will have the capacity to turn it into a dogfight? Such is the interest. Assiduously for this, the biggest fight of their lives, an exchange of jabs. Bredis actually stepping on the left leg, on the left foot of Usyk. Usyk with just taken a stiff right hand, and there's a mark feeling that they have the fight won. Terrific right-left in this cruiserweight unification bid. And poking behind a rapid right jab that he's rifling out. Such an adept combination puncher, good single left in response from Usyk. Absolutely thrilling action. I hesitate to call it give and take because both men are working on their defense. Good left jab from Bredis, but then a jolting southpaw left. Beautiful nature of a Latvian winter to set up camp in Betai. Good right hand over the top from Bredis, and Usyk's tucking up just a line, hoping that this storm will pass, but an uppercut success from Usyk, and then Bredis' follow-up has been absolutely riveting so far. Good right hand to the body. Usyk tries to respond with a southpaw left. The biggest fight inside from Bredis. Hook around the corner. WBO cruiserweight title. Nice defensive maneuvers from him, but then a good two once again. Bredis being driven continually backwards, trying to hold his ground, but he's not being incessant now. To his career to date, Vladimir Klitschko's in the house. He's been used a lot of punches coming from the WBC champ. Terrific second round, and the bell hasn't been heard.
In the second half of the fight, he began to find his rhythm, speed, footwork, combinations to the head and body. He pulled the fight out on pure willpower.
Usyk driving Briedis backwards once again. Briedis just stands in Benidorm in Spain, a training camp where he was isolated away from his family for some 12 weeks. Not always of the verbal variety, just nodding as if to say, yeah, you got me that time. That right hook from Briedis just caused UK sparring partners, undefeated cruiserweight prospects Mikel Lawal going downstairs to the body, as he did to such terrific effect against Marco Huck. In defending this, makes for remarkable reading. 83 victories, no defeating, causing a lot of these shots to go over his shoulder. But that cruiserweight boxer in just a couple of weeks, and this is a strong portion of the round for Myris Briedis. Usyk spending an awful lot of time, gets through with a good straight right jab once again, which drives Briedis backwards. Significant moment. Briedis onto the back foot, more than we've seen him. Usyk trying to bob and weave. Champion who's just taken another right jab right in that region. Good right. WBO title in Germany last year. Through the week, after how he's feeling that I am feel. Some enterprising creator, really rhythmic tonight. He scores with the left hand to the body, a right hand counter comes immediately back from Usyk. On that Sunday, the day of active rest, I suppose, because he would play basketball along with his fellow campmates. And remember, that was a guy conceding that this is the biggest fight of his career, as he lands with a good left hand, which drives him up, trying to repel these attacks. He comes back with a left uppercut of his own, but it's single shots in response. Briedis has been made to be uncomfortable, and Usyk is increasing the tempo. He's tagged by a long right to the temple, then a straight left drives him backwards once again. He's trying to fight back. Briedis says he's on the retreat. Left hand is a good shot from Usyk onto the front foot. One is becoming a little bit disorganized. Turned into a dub play. You can see Usyk going through his paces with that phrase repeated over and over. Down Briedis. And remember, for some judges, you've got two Americans, two Canadians and an American scoring the body with a straight right jab. Briedis still with a minute to survive. Not survive, but to make it. Compared to the fifth, Usyk still having success, driving Briedis backwards, and he wrestles Usyk. He's breathing through a slightly open mouth now. Usyk working behind a left jab, getting onto a right jab, getting onto the front foot to get that nose tended to. He's coming back behind straight punches now. On the inside, good left jab on the resumption from Briedis. Both Usyk and Kenny Bayless intimating that he's to keep the... Unless, of course, it is a draw on the scorecard. The draw will go onto the fighters' records, but somebody showing any signs of cracking to this point in the contest. Usyk said that he was aware of the responsibility of this, but Usyk proving impossible to discourage, continuing to work his way forwards. Briedis shooting punches from his belt line now. And this is absolutely absorbing. Good left cross. Murat Gassiev prepares to take on the KO doctor, Unier Yortikos, of his man. Briedis breathing through an open mouth. He takes a solid southpaw left there. And the volume goes through the roof here at the Riga Arena. But Usyk, impossible to discourage, steps right back into the fray and goes in pursuit of his man. From Alexander, but Briedis got beyond punching range. He comes back with a straight shot of his own. Good right hand from Usyk. The 3 belts for the WBO became widely recognized. Absolutely absorbing to watch here at the Riga Arena. Both boxers. And both men letting it all hang out in the final round here, beyond the midpoint. Face, he's been a front foot aggressor for large portions of this circular movement that he usually employs to such terrific effect. Around the corner, said that he was aware of the responsibility that comes with being such a stand. Totally lost his footing. The 2 men standing within punching range and demonstrate such high quality as well. Good right hand on the inside. Semi-final action in the World Boxing Super Series. Alexander Usyk, the WBO champion, making the season's inaugural champ. They were the only sanctioning body to recognize the cruiserweight division. But at the conclusion, deep into the penultimate round. And still, both did bear a for Latvian boxing opponent that they still have plenty of energy, plenty of fighting spirit to contest this unification showdown. Absolutely terrific action between two highly skilled operators here. Some aficionados regard Marvin Kamel as an undisputed champion because when fight, this bobbing and weaving, still working that right hand and follows up with a pile-driving left cross. To be the final roll of the dice. Both men in pursuit of victory, in pursuit of the championship that the other one did a terrific job, staunching the flow of blood. Oh, cracking right uppercut. He sent well wishes all week from his former colleagues in the Latvian police force. Usyk working behind. Process is still sharp. Look at the exchange of backhands in that coming together. As we go into the final minute. Good right hand from Briedis. And another shot from the right. Enjoying success. Both boxers finding a home for their punches. The nose of Briedis beginning to leak once again after this damage. Somebody is likely to come away with all 4 championship belts. A role that he took part in with terrific pride during that occupation. This contest is on a knife edge of heart and desire and will fully on display here between these two athletes with perfect records and title tonight. We will have a unified champion at the conclusion of this contest, that you're going south of the border with those shots, but he steps right back into the firing line, tucking up tight, single right jab. Briedis comes back with a right hand behind the left glove. Extract the very best of one another. Good right jab, Briedis working behind his straight left. Good 2-shot salvo from him. Same jab trying to bring the left hook into play. Just beginning to get a swelling beneath his left eye. He scores with a left hand just above contested. Back with a fusillade of punches. Both boxers letting their hands go furiously. Neither really found a mark during that. And still, both men punching right
After 12 brutal rounds, the judges gave Usyk a unanimous decision.
Alexander Usyk.
And Usyk proved something greater. A champion isn't the one who never falls. A champion is the one who can walk through pain, blood, and pressure, and still raise his hands in victory.